No! No! No!
What is up, gamers? What is up, gamers? What is good? I hope you all had a great weekend, man. And if the past 2 weeks was not insane and crazy for you, then it's about to get crazier. As PlayStation hints at a possible third-party future. Wow. Third party or multi-platform future, whatever you want to call it, man. But let's talk about this, man. So PlayStation gamers have been laughing from the sidelines at Xbox fans, enjoying a sense of security that they had no right feeling, especially now. Oh yes, there was no way Xbox was going to announce third-party plans and PlayStation not join the party. It goes to show that you can't believe yourself invincible when a gamer, regardless of which brand you favor. PlayStation fans who thought it was only Xbox exclusives destined for multi-platform access are being proven wrong by the Sony president himself, a move we certain will see PS5s sold in anger. And this is why I say, man, do not console war for a corporation, because at the end of the day, whether it's Xbox or PlayStation, they are, or Nintendo, one of the big three, they're always going to push profits first. They want to increase their margins. They are a corporation. That is the end goal. That's their first goal, is to push profits. And by leaving games exclusive to a particular platform, they're leaving money on the table. Now, for the past 2 weeks, man, it's been crazy. We've seen a lot of meltdowns, a lot of fallouts regarding the rumors that Xbox's exclusives were going multi-platform day one and things like that, and the Game Pass going to go away. But the day one drops for new games were going to go away and all these things. And yeah, a lot of the ponies were jumping on that, and man, how the tables have turned, man. How the tables have turned. It's crazy. But with this news, it seems like the multi-platform third-party future for both, or should I say all three entities, Xbox, PlayStation and Nintendo, seems to be the way forward, because there is money that is being left on the table, and by not doing so, they're not extending their reach and getting more consumers to buy their products. So it seems like that's the case, man. And this is really crazy coming from PlayStation, who we know, when you think of PlayStation, you think of those great exclusives like Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, Uncharted. You know, you think of those cinematic, story-driven, third-person action games. But man, during a Q&A for Sony's Q3 2023 earnings call, Sony President Hiroki Totoki, who is the current chairman of the gaming division after Jim Ryan announced his retirement, spoke about how he was seeking to boost profits by putting more first-party games on other platforms. Wow. I'm pretty sure those ponies feel stupid now. I'm sorry to say. Pretty sure they're feeling stupid now, man. So he goes on to say that in the past, we wanted to polarize consoles, and the first-party titles' main purpose was to make the console popular. Totoki said it is true, but there is a synergy to it. So if you have strong first-party content, not only with our console, but also other platforms like computers, PCs, first-party can be grown with the multi-platforms, and that can help operating profits to improve. So that is another way we want to proactively work on. I personally think there are opportunities out there for improvement of margins, so I would like to go aggressive in improving our margin performance. Like I said, don't console fanboy, or what should I say, console war for a corporation, thinking that your brand is safe, that you can keep the exclusivity, that you have bragging rights for exclusivity, and that is only tied to that platform, because hey, at the end of the day, a corporation wants to make profits, man. We've seen it with Xbox as well. Even though Xbox is saying that hey, the first 4 games are coming over to PlayStation and Nintendo, they are trying to see how these games will sell, right? And they're going to use that profits then to work on other games, and depending on how well these games sell, if they see that they are making money on other platforms, guess what? They might release their other games. Like Phil Spencer said, it's not off the table entirely, but at the moment exclusivity is not going over completely. But yeah, man, the interim CEO of Sony PlayStation is talking about day one releases on PC, not Xbox and Nintendo, but day one releases on PC. The article goes further on to say, while it's unclear whether this could extend to platforms like Xbox and Switch, Sony already has a successful track record of releasing PC versions of PlayStation titles, including The Last of Us, Death Stranding, and the upcoming port of Horizon Forbidden West. What this could mean, however, is more simultaneous launches across PlayStation and PC. Just recently, Helldivers 2, which is published by Sony, exceeded expectations with this exact release strategy with around 1 million copies sold in less than a week, according to developer Arrowhead. That is insane, man. Unless you've been living under a rock. Helldivers 2 exceeds the expectations with nearly 1 million sales in less than a week. That is crazy. And it's a multiplayer game and it's not even like a $70 price game. It's like $40. Here in South Africa is like 720 rand. It's blowing fans away. People are loving it. Yes, the game is having some server issues, but it's sold nearly 1 million copies in less than a week. I'm not sure at what it's sitting at now, the current sale numbers, but it's one of the top selling titles on Steam right now. Not just that, the rating on Steam is sitting at mostly positive with 82,441 reviews at the time of making this video. So since the Steam launch, Helldivers 2 has been making waves in the gaming world, quickly solidifying its position as a major success. As initially reported on by Insider Gaming, Helldivers 2 has already sold 1 million copies despite facing some initial challenges. Developer Arrowhead has been swift to address issues, releasing patches for both PS5 and the PC versions. Now with sales figures starting to emerge, it's evident that the co-op shooter has exceeded expectations. Based on this launch, based on the success of this launch, this is just more evident to PlayStation that they need to capitalize on releasing their exclusives on PC day one as well, because they're losing out money, and they are seeing with this, right, and with all the other games like God of War as well, they're seeing that, hey, there's money left on the table, and that delaying it by a year or two is just not working out. So we might see a shift into having the exclusive release on day one. So Helldivers 2 is basically the biggest Steam launch since the God of War reboot. The game's success was highlighted by Johan Polested, sorry if I'm butchering the name, CEO and creative director at Arrowhead, who took to social media to share some insights into Helldivers 2's performance. Responding to discussions about the game's placement on Steam charts, Polested revealed that the title has already sold around 1 million copies in just a few days since the release. While exact sales figures are yet to be confirmed, Polested's statement indicates that Helldivers 2 has surpassed initial estimates by a significant margin. When questioned about whether Sony would provide an official statement regarding the game's sales, Polested expressed uncertainty but emphasized that the game is blowing through estimates. That is just insane. Now, like I said, the game had server issues and things like that, with matchmaking, things like that, but still, it's not slowing down how well this game is doing. Now, I just want to address the PlayStation fanatics out there, for all those that were so against this game releasing on PC, and now all of a sudden they are celebrating that it's so successful. And the console holders are taking to Twitter, they're comparing a multiplayer game's concurrent player numbers to that of a single player game, Starfield, as they always do. But yeah, they were, I don't know if you can recall, but they were going so crazy and they were so upset. There was so much fallout saying that they're going to disable crossplay because they don't want to play with PC players, and that releasing the game on PC is detrimental to the PlayStation quality and all this BS. And look now, man, what a crazy time we are in, man. This is really a crazy time to be alive, man. The article goes further on to say that this strategy might also be an attempt to offset the lack of first-party exclusives on the horizon, with the Toki stating that he has no plans to release any new titles from any major existing PlayStation franchises over the next year. Right? It also might mean exclusives on the new horizon like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Stellar Blade, and Rise of the Ronin will end up on PC eventually. Final Fantasy VII Remake, for example, launched on PC in 2021, a year after it released on PlayStation 4. Exactly, it's all going to come to PC. Because why? There's money left on the table. Just like Xbox has been at the forefront of it by releasing the games on PC and Xbox, PlayStation now also wants to get a piece of the pie, whether you like it or not, man. And not just that, look at the PlayStation's current state. And I know a lot of players don't want to actually realize the state that PlayStation in years has been selling so many consoles, but let's look at the amount of exclusives that it has released. You have games like Miles Morales, you have Horizon Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok. All these games were built on the old architecture of PlayStation 4, and that's why the games don't even look that much different. Yes, it can play at a higher frame rate and a higher resolution on the PlayStation 5, but come on, man. Also, let's not talk about the amounts of remakes and remasters that PlayStation keeps on pushing out, like The Last of Us 2 that they recently launched, which it did not have. To be honest, that was not needed. And I know a lot of PlayStation players out there know that a Last of Us remaster was not needed. It was just too soon. But anyway, man, I digress. But it seems like this is the future that Xbox and Sony and Nintendo, they're all moving towards, to a system, or an ecosystem, should I say, where every game releases or comes day one on different platforms. Because at the end of the day, man, it's all about the money and improving that profit margin. Now, the obvious danger for Sony is that while they make more money selling their first party games on other formats, that reduces the incentive to buy a PlayStation console, which is the whole reason format exclusives exists in the first place. Damn. I wonder how the PlayStation fanboys, and I'm not talking about the regular PlayStation consumer and gamers, I'm talking about those fanatics on Twitter and online that just take it to a whole nother level. I wonder how they are feeling with this news, man. But yeah, if exclusives ship day one to PC, what is the incentive to buy a PlayStation console? The same with the Xbox as well. And I mean, that's been the narrative for the past couple of years. Why do you need an Xbox when you can play the games on PC? And with the games potentially now going on to PlayStation as well, why do you need an Xbox? But anyway, guys, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this news? Do you think that they're actually going to go towards that future of where PlayStation games release day and date on day one on PC as well? What do you think about this future of there being no exclusivity to particular brands, but them all just everyone just going third party, and all the players just have more access to the games? Again, like I said with the Xbox as well, it's just sort of a slap in the face of those people that invested in the PlayStation ecosystem, invested in the hardware, thinking that their games are exclusive to that particular platform that they invested in. Unfortunately, it turns out that that's not the case, man. It's all about the profits at the end of the day, and that is why I say do not console war for a corporation. But anyway, guys, hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button, guys, and toggle that notification bell so you know when I post another video. And as always, guys, I gotta love and leave you. Stay safe out there, and peace out. Peace.